Most of the world's most expensive dogs are prized for their size, their strength, or their ferocity. But this dog was prized for its ability to sit perfectly still. Meet the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, the ultimate royal accessory. In the 1600s, this wasn't just a pet. It was a living, breathing heating pad, a high-fashion statement, and a fluffy symbol of the divine right of kings. Today, we know them for their soul-melting expressions and incredibly gentle personalities. But for centuries, these little dogs lived a life of pure luxury that most humans could only ever dream of. They're a living piece of history that proves the best things really do come in small packages. The breed gets its famous name from one of its biggest fans, King Charles II of England. He was so utterly obsessed with these little spaniels that he was rarely seen without at least 2 or 3 trotting at his heels. In fact, historical accounts suggest he often seemed far more interested in playing with his dogs than he did in actually running the country. He even issued a famous royal decree stating that the King Charles Spaniel must be allowed in any public place in England, including the Houses of Parliament. And technically that law has never been repealed. Back then they were known as comforter spaniels. Why? Because doctors literally prescribed them to noblewomen. The idea was that the dog sitting on their lap would keep their stomachs warm during the cold, drafty English winters and could even help draw out sickness and relieve stress. They were the original therapy dogs, reserved only for the highest echelons of society. But by the Victorian era, the breed almost went extinct. Fashion is a fickle thing, and the popular look started to change. Breeders began crossing the traditional spaniels with flat-faced breeds like the pug, creating a shorter-nosed, dome-headed version. The original long-nosed spaniel that graced the laps of the Stuart kings was nearly lost to history, a footnote in the story of canine evolution. That is, until 1926, an American enthusiast named Roswell Eldridge, who loved the old royal paintings, put up a challenge. He offered a cash prize of £25 sterling, a huge amount of money back then at the world-famous Crufts Dog Show. The prize was for anyone who could present him with a spaniel that looked just like the ones from the old portraits. This bounty single-handedly saved the breed. Breeders took on the challenge, and the modern Cavalier was born, specifically named to distinguish it from its flat-faced cousins. So, why do these dogs cost thousands of dollars today? It really comes down to 3 things. First, that royal temperament. They have been bred for centuries for one purpose: to be the perfect companion. They have virtually no aggression and are often called love sponges because they just want to soak up all your affection. Second, and this is crucial, are the health screenings. Because the modern breed was revived from a very small gene pool, they are prone to certain genetic health issues, particularly heart conditions. Responsible, ethical breeders spend a fortune on regular, specialized heart and neurological testing for their dogs to ensure the puppies are as healthy as possible. That cost is naturally reflected in the price. And third, the demand has never really faded. Their association with high society is as strong as ever. Everyone from Queen Victoria and Princess Margaret to Hollywood legends like Frank Sinatra, and even President Ronald Reagan has owned a Cavalier. They are a timeless symbol of elegance. The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is a dog that was literally built for the palace, yet it fits so perfectly into the modern home. Yes, they are expensive, but in return, they offer a level of unwavering devotion that has remained completely unchanged since the days of kings and queens. So, if you're looking for a dog that will treat you like absolute royalty every single time you walk through the door, then you found it. The Cavalier truly is the King of Hearts. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more amazing stories from the animal kingdom.